But god, yeah, this was the longest stream I've had in... I think since I attempted a 24-hour extra live stream in 2024. This is the longest stream I've ever had. Like, almost 12 hours. Like, by the time the credits end and I turn in the quest, it's gonna be 12 hours. And this is, by far, the longest Final Fantasy XIV stream I've had, but it was so worth it. It was so worth pushing through everything and not trying to save part of it for another stream. Cause tomorrow is a rest day. Tomorrow is a rest day, so I could just go hang out with friends for the rest of the night. Maybe relax with some games, and then tomorrow just rest. Rest and recover, because I've been yapping for 12 hours. My voice is gonna be murder. Yeah, I will absolutely look into the relic weapons and how to get started on that. Because I honestly don't mind a more involved relic than Endwalker, where Endwalker was just tomes. You need tomes and that's it. Endwalker was kind of, I wanted more out of the Endwalker relic. I wanted to do more. Absolutely. I mean, Corey, I wouldn't say no to a full set of caster gear. Just so that I could go into endgame contents not completely outmatched. Or at least gear good enough to last me through Arcadian. Like, because I don't mind, like, getting some gear that'll last me through the first tier of the raid and then using raid gear into the next tier. And just experiencing the gear progression like that, because that would be fun. I would love to experience the gear progression doing the raids. See, I don't mind that... I don't mind the grindy one-time steps. Like, I remember Shadowbringer's relics had, like... Oh, you had to do some really grindy stuff, but once you did that... once you did that, boom, you were done. And every time you did a relic after, you didn't have to do that. I don't mind the one-time grindy step, it's fun. You do the grind once, you enjoy the experience, and then you go into the next relic you decide to do without having to do the grind. I will gladly accept a relic that is a compromise between Aromaborn / Heavensward and Endwalker. That sounds like a lovely relic grind to me. And boy, I am excited to see what my rewards for finishing this quest are, because you always get some good rewards for finishing the final quest. But yeah, if you're willing to make use of caster gear, I'm gonna hop out of game after I turn in Dawntrail, but I will be in game again tomorrow. Ready to start the Tombstone grind. Because I finished my PvP grind, I hit series level 25, so I don't really need to grind anymore. I could just do frontlines freely for fun. And I know on the 28th of next month, when the new expansion comes out, or not the new expansion, but the new patch comes out, and we get the PvP series reset, I'm gonna want to do some more PvP grinding off stream to get those rewards. But yeah, like, I will gladly enjoy doing Arcadian with all of y'all on stream next week. That and the level 100 dungeons. And then the week after, diving into the Alliance raid. Because I've heard good things about the Alliance raid. I've heard very good things. But yeah, like, once I finish, like, I'm not gonna raid out tonight. Normally I would raid out, but I don't think there's anybody online streaming right now that I would want to raid into, and It's late, honestly. Yeah, 12 hours, let's go. We've been alive for 12 hours. I have been streaming for 12 hours non-stop. With some little breaks here and there to get drinks, have some food and stuff. I've actually been taking care of myself during the stream. But yeah, we're not gonna raid out tonight. Once we turn in the quest and admire our quest rewards, we will wind down and call it good. Because this was a fantastic stream. Or, yeah, like, this expansion was so fucking good. I sincerely can't wait to see what they cook up for the next expansion. Like, this was amazing. So I can't wait to see what kind of nonsense we get into the next expansion. Okay, I love this, like them two are there just sitting enjoying a meal, and then you got Bakul Jaja in the background. I'm going to assume dueling playfully or something? Also, before I forget, VIP, Final Dragoon, and VIP. Oh, absolutely. I would be down to try the extremes at some point. But yes, y'all have been such a big help with the content today, so you definitely deserve... Oh, hell yeah, I love Moogle Tombstone events. I can't wait to see what goodies we get out of it, because I haven't... Oh... I haven't done a Moogle Tombstone event in ages. I think it just pulled something in my neck, but that's fine. We're winding down anyway. But yeah, I think after stream I will look up what the rewards for the Tombstone event are, so I can see and decide what I want to grind. And definitely, next expansion, I will suffer through long queues to do it on stream. I will absolutely do the next expansion on stream day one. And I think for the next expansion, I will just, instead of doing like one Final Fantasy stream a week, I will do all of my streams of the week just being Final Fantasy, so we could just knock out the expansion. Whatever it is. But yeah, I definitely could use a good stretch after this. And god, normally I would be kind of tired at this point. I am not tired at all. I'm definitely going to be up for a couple more hours, completely wired off my ass. I am not tired in any way. Yeah, I'm so hyped for... Like, we're done with Dawntrail now. We completely finished it. Outside of turning in the final quest, we have all of the post-expansion content to do, and I am excited. I am in very good spirits. Like, this has been such a good stream. Like, the final zone was absolutely depressing, and I cried so much, but the dungeon and the trial were so fucking good. Like, this was all so good. Like, this was an amazing expansion. Like, it's definitely not as good as Shadowbringers or Endwalker, but it's still so fucking good. I had a damn good time with everything. Like, the plot twists were good. I mean, some of them were kind of but it was still, like, some of the twists were good. The fights were good, the music was amazing, the voice acting fan-freaking-tastic. This was so good. And yeah, you would think for someone being live for 12 hours, I would be tired, but no, I am high-spirited, I am buzzing, I am thriving right now. And it's tempting to skip the last bit of credits just because this is just like the last little bit, but no, we've never skipped the credits. We don't skip the credits, we endure. We sit and we enjoy. Man, even when we move to the next expansion, I'm still going to spend a lot of time in Solution 9 because it is gorgeous. Oh, I completely forgot that you can speed up the credits. I completely forgot you could. Like, I completely forgot that you can just speed up the credits if you really want. But yeah, like, I was expecting this to make me cry. I wasn't expecting it to make me cry as much as I did. Like, I spent most of that entire last zone bawling my eyes out because holy fuck was that depressing. And it brought back characters I was not expecting to bring back. And it hurt so much, but it was good. It was the good kind of pain. Not that any kind of pain is good, but it hurts you in the heart. It feels good. It hurts, it makes you cry, but it feels good in the end. And I hope the next expansion they're able to just keep up the pace with making things emotional, making things depressing, and... yeah, exactly, Living Memory just, hey chat, wanna see how hard I can cry? Wah. It's literally just, you're spending the entire zone crying because it's nothing but depression. You're spending the zone learning about all of the inhabitants, learning about their reasons for enduring, their reasons for continuing to go on. And god, I was not expecting these motherfucking devs and writers to hit me with that one song, that one specific fucking song at the end of Kakiwa's part. Like that one song you first hear when you lose Graha on the first, when he turns into a statue. And then they bust it out at the most opportune moments to make you cry your fucking eyes out. Because these motherfuckers know how to make you cry. They know when to make you cry. They know what to do to make you bawl your eyes out. And I hate them for it, but it's so good. Especially because that song is called Forever at Your Side, and it's so... it hurts every time I hear it. Even when I'm not playing the game and I hear it, it hurts. And I know, when I'm playing the game, if I hear the song, I'm going to be crying my eyes out for the next 10 minutes. Because it's always playing at the most opportune moment to make you cry hard. And I should have expected them to play that, but I was not expecting them to play it there. So that's on me. That's on me for not expecting them to hit me right in the feels. But goddamn, like, I don't care how many people hate this expansion. I loved every moment of it. And if I had to make a tier list of the expansion, I'd probably go Shadowbringers top, Endwalker second. Heavensward... honestly, Dawntrail's kind of close to Heavensward. It's close to Heavensward, not quite Heavensward, but it's close. It is a tiny very bit below Heavensward. And then Stormblood's below Dawntrail, and then A Realm Reborn below that. And I still loved A Realm Reborn. I fucking loved going through that. Cause, like, again, like I've said before, I came from World of Warcraft before I got into Final Fantasy. The last thing I did in World of Warcraft was Shadowlands, and god, was that an absolute shit show. Like, I left in the base patch of that expansion because it was so shit and I was tired of the grind. It was boring, it was shit. The zones looked cool, but that's it. The fights were eh, the music was not bad, but the grind was miserable and the questing was boring. So, A Realm Reborn, in comparison, was a fucking masterpiece. A Realm Reborn was a literal masterpiece compared to Shadowlands. I was like, holy shit, this is so fucking good, I need more, I need more. And then post A Realm Reborn was awesome. And then I got hit with Heavensward, and I was like, holy fuck, this is peak writing. Now this is pod racing. This is how you write a game. This is how you write a story. Heavensward fucking blew me away. And I know Stormblood wasn't as good, but I still loved Stormblood because it was infinitely better than anything I had done in a while. It was so much better. And then Shadowbringers was a masterpiece. Endwalker was a masterpiece. And now Dawntrail. Not quite a masterpiece, but it's still pretty fucking good. I had an absolute blast with this. Like, compared to World of Warcraft, like, you could compare this to the recent stuff in a while, and I'm sure this is leagues better. Like, I've heard the Midnight expansion's not bad. I've heard the expansion before it wasn't bad. I'm positive this is significantly better than both of those. Like, to me, Shadowlands and Endwalker is on par with Wrath of the Lich King in terms of lore and story pacing and everything. If not a little better, I would say. And this expansion is Cataclysm, Mists of Pandaria good, which I loved both of those. Like, I fucking loved Mists and Cataclysm, both of those were really good. And I would say this is as good as those. Infinitely better than Warlords of Draenor, or Warlords of Draenor, because it's such a bore. And infinitely better than Battle for Azeroth, which was absolute shit. That was dog shit. It's like, look guys, he finally added housing. Yeah, and I'm not gonna go back to the game for housing. Yeah, they did better than Final Fantasy XIV's housing, which is not hard. But housing is not enough to convince me to go back to that game. Housing for everyone is not enough to convince me to go back to that game. Like, I've spent the past... how many years is it? Like, god, I need to see when patch 5.55 came out, because that was the last... that was when I quit WoW and I joined... fucking... That's when I quit WoW and I started Final Fantasy XIV. June 1st, 2021. I joined March of 2021, I believe it was. I quit WoW because Shadowlands was, again, garbage. I joined Final Fantasy XIV. I managed to get caught up through patch 5.5 before 5.55 came out. And I was like, holy fuck, I'm at current content already? I get to do something new already? I am excited, because this was amazing. And I did Endwalker day one. I suffered through the insane queues day one to get in, and I loved every moment of it. It was amazing. I kinda wish I did this one day one, because I'm sure I would have loved it, but having done it now, I still fucking adore this. It absolutely sucked during the day. Like, I remember times where I woke up at like 6 in the morning, I hopped into the queue, I ran errands. I went out for lunch or at dinner. I went out, I did my errands, I did groceries, I got food, I came home, I was still in the queue hours later, but the queue, like, yeah, I was still in queue hours later, and closer to getting in. I was like, I don't mind being able to run my errands all day to get home and then play the game. And I remember players who would set up like macros and stuff through programs to make their character move so that they wouldn't get auto-booted for being AFK, because they had the AFK timer booting you out to the main screen if you were AFK for too long. And players were like, nope, I'm going to use programs to do macros to make me move so I could stay in all night and wake up to play more. And I remember going to like Idleshire and I would find players hiding in the bushes, walking into the wall repeatedly or turning a little to avoid the AFK, and it was funny to watch. But god, I can't wait to see what the quest turn-in rewards for this are. I assume it's gonna be music, probably Smile. Actually, no, it is Smile, because I checked, yeah, like 20 minutes of being AFK. Yeah, I remember that, and it was absolute ass. That players would get kicked watching the ending, like they get to the cutscenes, like, wait, what the fuck, I got kicked to the menu? Like, I think it did let them go through the cutscene fully, but it did boot them to the menu, like, oh, that's absolute garbage. But I think they fixed that so that with the AFK timer, like, if you were in a cutscene, it didn't count you as AFK. I think they fixed that at some point. Ah, god, not Phil Spencer. All my homies hate Phil Spencer. All my homies hate Phil Spencer of Microsoft. God, we've been in the credits for 20 minutes. I forgot how long the credits go. I forgot how long the credits can be. Credits released 6/20/24. It has been not even 2 years since the expansion came out and we're finally done with the main story. Outside of turning it in and watching whatever the cutscene comes after. Yeah, like, the first half, definitely the beach episode. The second half was intense, but it was so good. Ooh, we're looking at a map. Where to go next? What kind of nonsense to get into now?
I'm sorry, we haven't been able to talk properly. Oh, between the reconstruction work and Papa's funeral, I've hardly had time to breathe. But at long last, oh, there's a lull in my duties. You've done more for us than we could ever hope to repay. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
When we left the Eorzea behind to take part in the contest, none of us could have predicted what complications would follow.
Yeah, I expected just a contest. This was absolute shenanigans, but I'm all for it. It was fun.
You truly have a knack for finding trouble, my friend.
You know it. Wherever I go, trouble is found, without fail.
And you wouldn't have it any other way.
You know it. I would not have it any other way. What's life without some trouble in it?
So what's next for you? Assuming you're still set on leaving the Gleaner's life behind?
I'm off to fulfill my mother's dream, of course.
Aww.
Like she had intended, I'll embark on a journey in search of the unknown. She's sure to enjoy my stories when we meet
That's
again
sweet.
in the ethereal sea.
Well, well, sounds like a plan. But will you have the coin to get by?
I may no longer be a gleaner, but I still have contacts in Charlian. Contacts with deep pockets, always eager to pay for information on new or rare species.
You've got it all worked out. And what of you? Any
I
new
am
adventures in the
glad
open?
to hear they didn't forget Cryo. I wasn't expecting to get so much Cryo goodness, but I'm so glad we did.
Regardless, until you're ready to leave, you're our guest here in Tulihyolal. And this time, I won't pester you to take up a post.
Oh, let's go. I can do
By
some...
now,
I could do
know you
nonsense
well
now.
enough to know you can't stay in one place. No more than you can ignore the plight of those in need.
I'm not getting bothered to do business stuff. I can do some nonsense if I want.
Your path will always lead you elsewhere, and you'll continue walking it. Isn't that so?
Absolutely.
An adventurer to the marrow you are. What is it
Hee
exactly
hee hee hee
you want?
hee. Oh, they're all good answers. I mean, yeah, like, my Pennifer here would absolutely say all of these, but I'm gonna say the legacies I bear. Like, she would give all of those answers, honestly. Like, literally all three of those are fitting things for her to say. I still want them to give us Spheen's hair and outfit. Like, just put it on the online store. I'll buy the hair. It's so good. Oh yeah, we're back to the fun music. Well, as much as I'd love to keep chatting, I need to get going. Still a heap of things to do, and it wouldn't do to leave it all to Kona. By the way, did Gululja ever decide to remain in Solution 9? He did. I said that he can consider Tulihyolal his home, but he's more comfortable over there. Shale keeps an eye on him for us. But we will visit him as often as we can. He still needs our support, especially while he's agonizing over his inherited authority. Though I told him he needn't make a decision right away, we can't postpone it forever either. I'll do whatever I can to help Gululja, as well as everyone inside the dome. I promise as much to Spheen. For my part, I'll be keeping Tutorial for a time. Among other things, I'd like to look into the problem with the wildlife in Shaloni. So if you get the urge, Pennifer, let's go on another journey together. There's still plenty of places I would like to show you. Absolutely, I am always down to adventure with the homies. Now that sounds like fun. If you ever have need of me, I'll come running. Oh, and before I forget, I also have a gift for you. Can you guess what it is? Is it music? See, that would be an amazing plot twist. That would be a funny plot twist. I would be all for that. Is it music? Oh, it's an alpaca. Oh my fucking god, it's an alpaca. I get an alpaca, let's go. An alpaca. It comes from Totally Stable, of course, and it's as sure-footed as they come. Perfect for an adventurer who's always on the move, eh? Here, this is the whistle for calling it. I get an alpaca? I wanted an alpaca since the beginning of the expansion. Right, I'll really get going now, but I'm sure we'll meet again soon. Till next time, take care. I get an alpaca, let's go. Oh, I remember Game of Thrones 2. I remember the last season being shit. Everybody pretends the last season didn't exist. I'm so happy we get an alpaca. I wanted one since the beginning of the expansion. Fellow citizens of Alexandria, ever since our beloved queen's passing, you have understandably abided in grief. Sorrow darkened your once bright faces. But this is what Her Majesty would have wished to see. No, most assuredly not. You know this to be true. If we are to honor her memory, we must reclaim our smiles. To that end... Are they firing up the graphics card? They're firing up the graphics card, let's fucking go! Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I remember grinding out a bunch of that gear from PvP because it looks so good. And yeah, that's absolutely PvP gear. That's right, friends. After a long hiatus, I am pleased to announce the grand reopening of the Arcadian. The realm's finest fighters stand ready to entertain you in glorious and thrilling combat. Come and join us. I bid you and let your cares be forgotten. Yeah, literally, my warrior light would be off screen pointing, like doing the soy jack point at the like a WrestleMania sign, like oh. Oh yeah, right. They always tease the raid after the beginning of after this expansion ends. Oh yeah, it's also the Leo DiCaprio point. As skies aflame proclaim night's end and thoughts unto adventure tend, the brave make haste over hill. Oh, and one's too fast for me to read. Why is it always too fast for me to read? Quests to unlock new content have now become available in Tuliolo and Solution 9. Oh my god, my inventory is full of materia and food. My inventory is a mess. I'm gonna have to clean this up. Look at that, guys. My inventory is an absolute mess. It's full of old materia and food. That is an absolute mess of an inventory. But before we hop out, I'm going to get a picture on my alpaca. Because I need to get a picture on my alpaca. In fact, I'm also going to add it to my hotbars. So long, vacuum suit. Hello, alpaca. Okay, let's see. What zone should we get a picture in? Let's go to Texas. Let's go to Texas and get a picture in. We're gonna get a picture in Texas. We're gonna ride our alpaca in Texas and get a picture. I'm down. And that'll be the end of stream. I'll head back to Tuliolol and then we can wind down. Because it has been, in about 30 seconds, it will have been 12 and a half hours. I really wasn't intending to stream for so long, but it was so fun, and I am, again, not tired in any way, shape, or form. I'm probably gonna be up all night. Alpaca. Oh my god, it's so fluffy. It's so fluffy. And it's got little baskets on the side. Oh my god, the baskets are trans flag colors. That's amazing. I love this so much. I'm absolutely going to be spending time in group pose tomorrow, getting pictures of everything everywhere. Especially now that I know I can go back to the final zone and just set New Game Plus to, I don't know, the start of a Realm Reborn if I really feel like it, and it'll be lit up. Yeah, I think whenever I do pictures in the final zone, I will just set New Game Plus to the very start of a Realm Reborn for shits and giggles. Just because that sounds funny. I'll park myself at the inn, and then that'll be it. Oh god, that was amazing and a half. That was so good. Yeah, I fully expected I would be tired after 12 and a half hours of streaming, but I am high-spirited. I am full of energy. Also, I need to update my cry counter. I kind of lost track of how many times I cried, so I'm going to just add a solid 10. I'm gonna add a solid 10 to the counter. That should cover this stream and any times I might have missed the last stream or two I did this. But yeah, I'm adding a solid 10 to the cry counter, because that seems about accurate. And it's funny, most of that cry counter is just Final Fantasy. It's literally mostly just Final Fantasy that's made me cry so much, but it's been so good. Well, anywho, as I said, we are not gonna raid out tonight just because it is so late and I don't think I could find anyone live right now who I'd be interested in raiding to. But I will let you all end on the full version of the song I use for my ending. Because I don't think I've ever played let the ending screen play the full amount. But yes, thank you all so much for being here for all of this, for helping me through the dungeons, the trials, all of the content, for experiencing all of the ups and downs and the depression with me. It was amazing, and I can't wait to start more content Monday. So as always, I hope you have a... well, I can't say fantastic rest of your day because it's almost midnight. So I will say I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night, cozy sleeps, and the sweetest of dreams. And remember, Big Sis loves you always. Mwah, 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 and mwah.
snow reminds me of the world I've left outside. So when you found me, I glimpsed some hope through the fear. And is this what I've missed? And is this how it feels to believe? You believed in my heart's desire. You believed I could walk through fire. You showed me just how strong I was at my very weakest. You believed I could overcome all. You believed I could save the world. You saved me. Also, won't you let me save you? Hard cold as winter, I walk the path all alone, just another stranger in the world that passed me by. Each day, each night, I fight to keep my feelings locked tight till you opened the door and you showed me that I'm not alone. I believe in my heart's desire. I believe I can walk through fire. I know how very strong I am when I'm at my weakest. I believe I can overcome all. I believe I can save the world. You saved me. Oh, so won't you let me save you? When it seems like hope is gone, no way to tell if I'm dreaming, but I can tell that we'll make it through this. I believe fates can burn us. I believe ice can break us. I believe we can be so much more now that we're together. I believe we can overcome all. I believe we can save the world. You saved me, so won't you let me save you? You saved me, oh, so won't you let me save you?